Good evening to those in Indiana and around the United States. We're in George Washington High School in Indianapolis, Indiana. And to our friends in Japan who are tuning in, good morning. We are bringing you the Indiana Lyons versus the Shizuoka Gymrats. Shizuoka has come all the way over from Japan. And, you know, I'm not sure if they represent the prefecture of Shizuoka. Goodness. Or the city, but either way, these guys are, many of them are from Japan, so we welcome them to the U.S. I'm Eric Ivey. I'm here with Jim Holtzclaw, and my daughter Natalie is on the camera today, so we should be able to see with our own eyes instead of through a tiny screen as we get ready to announce the Indiana Lyons starting lineup. Number 2, Eric Messer. Number 3, Jordan Heidelberg. Number 5, Phil Bessick. Number 21, Leon Tillman. And finally, number 30, Gerald Cam Campbell. There's your starting 5 for the Indiana Lyons. And we will try our best with the names of the Shizuoka Gymrats, but neither one of us speak Japanese, so please pardon our mispronunciations. Before we get started, I want to send a shout out to our friends at Woodland Terrace in Danville. Hopefully Shannon Burke and Lindsay Roeder got you set up so you guys can watch us. We thank you for joining us. This is our very first live stream this season. We've gradually worked our way up to a live stream, and we're ready to unveil it in front of 2 countries tonight. Yeah, no pressure. All right, so looks like starting for the Gymrats, number 1, Kota Akama, number 8, Yuma Hazama, number 92, Taigo Kuniba, and there's a 13.
Takuya Okada. Yeah, Okada.
And
the last one's going to be a hard one. It is Quay Polk.
Quay Polk. So it'll be Quay against Leon for the tip-off. Leon doesn't even try.
Yeah.
Tip-off goes to the Gymrats, and we're underway.
The Gymrats have been lent a few guys that are local.
Yeah.
We should be able to pronounce their names. I think coming off the bench, we're going to have Vince Hill a little bit later.
Yeah, former Indiana Lion Vince Hill coming out to help the cause.
And on the floor right now, you've got Quay Polk, who works at the health complex that the Lions practice at.
Nice. Gymrats take a 2-0 lead until Cam fires down a three-pointer, make it 3-2 Indiana Lions. Folks, on the live stream, the first time we get a break, we're going to go over some of the unique ABA rules that make the game pretty fast and high scoring and pretty exciting. Gymrats are passing it around. This is Polk over to Kaniba. Kaniba fires up a 3. It won't go. Rebounded by Polk. Putback is up. No good. Rebounded by Jordan Heidelberg. Jordan throws down to Leon. Leon thinks about a 3, decides against it. Well, now he's going to take it from a different angle. It won't go, however, and Polk comes down with the rebound.
Leon hasn't shot too many threes this year, but he can sink them every once in a while when he needs to.
Yeah.
He's better for the alley-oops than he is for the threes.
He is, and we get pretty excited when he slam dunks because those are pretty.
Yep.
This is Akama taking it underneath to the basket. Layup is up and good. Gymrats out in front, 4-3 over the Indiana Lyons. For those of you watching us for the first time live, we are the defending ABA co-champions of 2022-23 as Phil Bessick's shot goes wide and is rebounded by the Gymrats. And we're having a good season so far, 13-1 so far in the season. And trying to up it to 14-1 as the Gymrats get called for a travel.
Yeah, and all the guys on the floor and the majority of the guys on the bench, actually all but one on the bench tonight, were on that championship team last year.
Yep.
So we've got a lot of experience. We played together, and the Shizuoka Gymrats had to get some local guys that they met about half hour ago.
Yeah.
So may not have too many plays set up.
That was Jordan Heidelberg with a three-pointer for the Lions to give them a 6-4 lead. You may ask, co-champions, how are you co-champions? Well, we had a storm that hit right before the championship game started. The roof of the gym leaked, and the game could not be played. So the two of us that were scheduled to face off in the championship game were named co-champions. And that's how we wound up in that unique spot. Foul is called against the Gymrats. This is Phil Bessick going to the line. He will shoot 2. 9:24 left in the first quarter. Lions up 6-4 over the Shizuoka Gymrats. Make that 7-4 as Phil Bessick hits his first one.
Yeah, Phil didn't have the same role that he had last year. He came off the bench last year. This year he's a starter and plays a lot more, or has a lot more time on the court than what he's had in the past, and he's done a good job filling in.
Yeah. Second one is also true. Make it 8-4, Lions in the lead. Gymrats bring it up the floor. They're passing it around.
I don't see a lot of dunks in this game.
Now, Okada over to Akama, back to Okada. Okada at the top of the key, throws it over to Kanuba, and I believe it was out of travel.
That was a travel. Yeah, that
right.
was a
Eric Messer fires up from three-point land. It won't go. He tries to get his own rebound, but cannot. Okada is faster, gets his hands on it, brings it up the floor for the gentleman in orange camouflage, representing the Gymrats. Jordan Heidelberg to the basket, shoots and scores the layup. 10-4, Indiana Lions in the lead. Lions wearing their all-white uniforms with purple trim, while the Shizuoka Gymrats from Japan have orange camouflage theme going on their uniforms. Three-pointer up, no good. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll go over to the Lions.
Yeah, I think the Lions need a game like this. They've played some tough battles the last few games and got a nice, polite opponent that isn't going to punch them in the mouth.
Yeah, we had a real physical game last weekend out in Columbus, Ohio, and so yes, this will be a nice reprieve from the physicality of a match like that.
Yeah.
Jordan Heidelberg up and good for 3, 13-4, Lions in the lead.
Yeah, Jordan's been warming up this year. He was kind of cold in the first few games and has started hitting some threes later on in the season.
Three-pointer up and good by the Gymrats. I want to say that's Kaniba, but I can't see his number. Yes, it was.
That was 92.
Phil Bessick fires up a 2, won't go. Rebounded by Akama. Long pass down, it's intercepted. That'll turn on the 3D light because the pass originated in the backcourt. We'll explain the 3D light in a moment because it just got killed. And so nothing happened on that we'll have to explain. When we get a break, we'll tell you about that. Another three-pointer up and good by Kaniba.
I don't see a lot of breaks in the action in this game either.
That's true.
Not going to be a lot of fouls.
Lions bring the ball up the floor. They're up in front 13-10. Phil passes over to Cam, over to Leon, back to Cam, over to Jordan. Jordan fires up a 3. Nope, won't go. Rebounded by the Gymrats. That was Kaniba. Akama brings it across the timeline, throws it over to Okada. Three-pointer up. Oh, no good by Kaniba. Rebounded by the Lions. Gerald Campbell brings it across the floor, throws it to Jordan, over to Eric, back to Cam. And back to Leon, over to Phil. So everybody on the team has touched the ball now. Phil drains a three-pointer.
Leon was just going to let them play some offense. I'm going to stay down here.
Yeah.
Catch my breath for a minute.
16-10, Lions in the lead. 6:33 and counting left in the first quarter. Generally, we have media timeouts at the 8-minute mark and the 4-minute mark, but we haven't had a stoppage in play in a while.
Yeah, that one foul, that may be all we have in the first quarter.
Yeah. This is Polk with a three-pointer. Oh, a little bit short, rebounded by Eric Messer.
I think we had an errant 24-second shot clock there.
Phil Bessick's three-pointer up, no good, rebounded by Polk. He hands off to Kaniba, who hands off to Okada. Over to who I believe is no, that was a Kaniba over there. Okay. These numbers are a little tricky to read with the orange camouflage.
Yeah, they are. The orange camouflage isn't doing us any favors.
Three-pointer up and good by the Gymrats. That would make it Kaniba. So he's got some range.
Nice shot. These guys have played a few games in the last couple weeks. I'm not sure exactly how their season. Oh, nice little drive there.
Fast break there.
Yeah, Cam kind of underestimated things there for a second.
Layup up and good by Kaniba. That'll make it 16-15, Lions in the lead. We have a timeout on the floor. And before we hit the commercials, let's do the unique ABA rules. So in the ABA, a team has 7 seconds to get the ball across half court. That is as opposed to the 8 seconds that you get in the NBA and in college ball. If players foul out of regulation on their 7th foul, but they can come back in overtime. Half-court basket is worth 4 points, and if the shooter is fouled in the process, he has the opportunity to make it a 5-point play. And then the 3D light comes on whenever there's a turnover in the backcourt for any reason, like a pass originating in the backcourt that's intercepted in the front court. 3D light comes on.
Which is what happened in the earlier in the first quarter.
Yep. And if the team who's got the 3D light going for them makes a basket, you add 1 point. If they are fouled while shooting, they get an extra free throw attempt. So we will walk you through that as we go, because it is probably the most unique and most confusing rule of the ABA for those who are not used to the ABA.
And don't be surprised if we don't catch some of the calls, because a lot of times we're not very demonstrative.
Yeah.
Officials aren't very demonstrative with their calls.
Yep. So coming out of the timeout, T. Williams has entered the game, number 10 for the Indiana Lions, as has Scooty Walker.
Scooty Walker.
Daryl is his given name. Scooty is his nickname.
Was given to him by his grandmother?
Yes, when he was an infant and was learning to crawl and scooted all over the house. She called him Scooty, and here he is.
And that is another 3D light.
20-some-year-old man going by the name of Scooty. Scooty is a fan favorite. Jordan Heidelberg. So his shot didn't go. 3D light comes off. No damage done on that 3D play. Shot is up and short by Kaniba.
And again, that was a 3D play because the pass originated in the backcourt, went out of bounds without another possession.
Correct. As Gerald Campbell hits a three-pointer. So with the 3D light on, if Jordan had made his shot, that would have been worth 4 points. Okada brings the ball up, throws it over to a teammate who I think is Kaniba. It won't go. Battle for the rebound. Cam secures it, throws it over to Jordan, back over to Scooty. Scooty thought Eric was going to be someplace that Eric wasn't. Ball goes out of bounds over to the Shizuoka Gymrats.
And Shizuoka's got Cameron Bigby in the game.
Oh, I missed him coming in.
There
he is.
He replaced Okama. Number 1 came out.
All right.
And there's a gentleman that I see down on the bench now. I believe he had to get off work before he could come in. But
yep.
I'm not sure I can pronounce his name. Vince
Hill.
Yeah.
Jordan Heidelberg stole the ball, ran it in for a layup for 2, makes it 21-15, Lions in the lead. Three-pointer up and good.
These guys have got some shooters.
Takuya Okada.
Yeah, these guys have got some shooters.
Yeah, Gymrats hanging right in there with the defending league champions. T at the top of the key, throws it over to Cam. Cam fires up a 3. Cam hits a 3.
There's a sweet shot. Smile from Cam. You don't get that too often in the middle of the game.
No,
yeah,
he's very businesslike
Cam
normally.
Is always businesslike.
Three-pointer up, no good. I think that was Polk who shot it. T. Williams to the basket, shoots, scores, draws the foul.
So and one for T. Williams.
He will go to the line and shoot 1. 3:28 left in the first period. Indiana Lyons 26. Shizuoka Gymrats 18. As T. Williams will try to add 1 more point to the Lions' total.
And the Lions' free throw shooting has been average at best lately.
Mm-hmm.
Probably somewhere around 70% on a good day.
Yeah.
So hopefully guys have been in the gym practicing their free throws.
Substitution for the Indiana Lions as Tracy Gannow comes in. Gerald Campbell is going to get a drink of water. T. Williams' shot is up, no good, rebounded by Polk, and here come the Gymrats. Zokata with the ball, throws underneath to a teammate.
Yeah, I should have just taken that straight up.
Yeah.
I think he hesitated too much and psyched himself out.
Kaneba's shot won't go. It's rebounded by T. Williams. T brings it up the floor, takes it all the way to the basket, shoots and scores.
Good drive, T.
28-18, Lions in the lead.
Yeah, that's kind of T's patented shot. He likes that drive on the right side and has a little float to it.
He does indeed. Ball goes out of bounds over to the Lions. They do a quick toss to get things started, and here come the boys in white. T. Williams with the ball. Throws it back over to Jordan, over to Scooty. Scooty shoots, Scooty scores. 30-18. Lions have opened up a 12-point lead here with 2:40 and counting left in the first quarter.
Nice elevation from Scooty Walker. He's got good elevation on his three-point shots too. He's been pretty hot lately.
Gymrats passing the ball around. This is Big B. Big B is going to shoot and not score. Rebounded by Tracy Ganau. Tracy throws it over to T, who brings it across the timeline. Plenty of time left. Pass underneath to Scooty.
Kick it back out. There you go.
Eric's all by himself. Fires up a three. It will not go. Rebounded by a poke.
Eric Messer was on a streak there for a while, but he kind of lost his mojo.
Yeah. Big B with the shot. Way short.
Yeah, that is not a 3D light, but kind of embarrassing.
Yeah. Looks like timeout has been called by the Indiana Lions. So Jim and I are going to take this opportunity to get some water, and we will be back after a few messages. Welcome back to George Washington High School, Indianapolis, Indiana, as the Indiana Lions are taking on the Shizuoka Gymrats. And here we go. Donnell Jones, number 0, has entered the game for the Indiana Lions, as has Michael Carter.
Oh, that's a travel.
Number 18, Donnell called for the travel.
Yeah.
Mike Carter's a couple of claims to fame, as he is the oldest player on the Lions team.
Sure, he appreciates you saying that.
Yep. And he is the last remaining original Indiana Lion from our inaugural season back in 2018. Mike has played all 6 seasons with us, but he can't get that rebound to stick in his hand.
No,
so
he cannot.
Ball goes out of bounds over to the Gymrats. Gymrats throw it in. That is Vince Hill. I recognize his face since he used to play for the Lions several years ago. Vince wearing number 12 for the Gymrats, guarding Scooty Walker.
Okay.
All the way up the floor.
Vince is going to play some defense.
Yes, he is. Scooty drives the basket, scores, draws the foul. Yeah, Vince isn't here to play.
Yeah.
He's here to play.
Yeah. Vince played in the first responders game earlier in the season.
Yes, he did.
And he came to another couple games after that, and I said, Vince, why aren't you still playing? And he said, I'm thinking about it.
Yep.
Like, okay, so maybe this will get his juices flowing. And
we will be honoring Vince later in the season with our alumni trading cards series. So, if he comes back after we honor him, do we have to take his trading cards away from him?
Well, when Brett Favre retired 7 times,
right?
Did he get things? I don't know.
Travel called against the Gymrats, Okada specifically, so that shot does not count. Didn't go in anyway. 33-18, Indiana Lions in the lead as we dip under a minute left in the first period.
Oh.
T drives the basket. Lots of collision down there, but no foul called. Vince Hill comes up with the rebound. He's going to have to hurry because here comes
they're gonna
the
get a 7-second
violation.
Clock. That is a 3D light.
All right, so they did not get the ball across half court within 7 seconds, which counts as a turnover in the backcourt. The 3D light is on, so add a point to any basket just like that one.
That is a 4-pointer.
That is a 4-pointer by T. Williams for the Indiana Lions. Makes it 37-18. 3-pointer up by Okada. Won't nope, won't go. Okay.
Shizuoka's getting a lot of good shots off. They're just, kind of bouncing off the rim. And
yep. T. Williams to the hoop. He shoots. He scores right as the buzzer sounds for the end of the first quarter. So we end the first 12 minutes. Indiana Lions 39, Shizuoka Gymrats 18. Jim and I are going to take another break and be back in a moment. Welcome back to George Washington High School in Indianapolis as your ABA champion Indiana Lions are taking on the Shizuoka Gymrats. I will get it right one of these times from Japan.
I can only imagine what you're going to say one of these times.
Oh, who knows? I get my tongue tied on our own guys, much less fellas from Japan.
Where is Shizuoka from? Is that a Tokyo?
I'm not going to even guess because no matter what I say, it'll be wrong.
I had not done any research on that at all.
I know there's a Shizuoka Prefecture, which is the equivalent of a U.S. state or a Canadian province. Okay. And there's a Shizuoka City, which, of course, is in the Shizuoka Prefecture. But I don't know which of those. Maybe both is what the Gymrats represent.
Okay.
Geographically in Japan, I don't remember where it is located.
New York.
Right.
Shizuoka.
There you go. Ball goes out of bounds. It's awarded to the Indiana Lions. Tracy Ganau inbounds to Scooty Walker. Scooty brings it across the timeline, guarded by Kota Akama.
Yeah, I commend these guys for coming out. They're definitely not a big group.
No,
So coming out and playing all the teams that they're playing on their travels.
Yeah. And they're playing some tough teams. Obviously, we're the reigning co-champions, and they've played some other top teams in our region, in the Central region. So they're not just horsing around with silly little teams. They want to see what it's like on this side of the pond in the ABA. T. Walker fires up a three. It's up, no good. Rebounded by, is that Polk? Yes, it is.
Can you call the Pacific the pond?
I don't know.
I know the Atlantic's the pond.
Oh, okay.
But that's generally referred to England.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll call it a pond.
Okay. It's
More
an ocean. I know it's an ocean.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness, Scooty. Scooty's shot is an air ball. Donnell does manage to bounce it off of Polk, and so the ball will stay with the Indiana Lions. Donnell Jones inbounding to T. Williams. T out to Scooty. Scooty looks around for some help. Tracy Ganau setting up a screen.
I think they're trying to set up a play here, but
they're going to have to hurry. There's only 2 seconds left on the shot
Get
clock.
It up, Mike.
And there's a shot clock violation.
Yeah.
Lost our focus there on the shot clock.
Yes, they did.
We dip under the 10-minute mark left in the second quarter. Indiana Lions 41, Shizuoka Gymrats 18. 2-point shot by the Gymrats, up no good. Rebounded by Mike Carter. He throws it over to T. Williams. T over to Donnell. Donnell puts up a three-pointer.
Ooh,
it won't go.
A little short.
Battle for the rebound, won by Okada. He dribbles, waits for his teammates to get down there. Throws it underneath to Akama. Akama doesn't like his odds against Tracy Ganau, so he brings it out a little bit.
There you go.
Throws it over to Kaniba, who's had a hot hand today, and it continues to be hot.
Yeah.
He hits a three-pointer.
Yeah, I think these guys are probably going to stick to, live and die by the three, and hopefully you can sink more than you miss.
Yep.
Maybe get a couple stops here and there just to keep it respectable.
Tracy Ganau's shot won't go. Donnell tries to get the steal, but to no avail. This is Kaniba again.
Kaniba's got the hot hand.
He does.
Just that little 10 to 15-foot jumper probably, serve them well.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the Lions, they're
Scooty
Shizuoka's
Walker.
just way overmatched.
Oh, yes. Yes. Scooty Walker hits a three-pointer, makes it 44-23. Pope fires up a two-pointer off the backboard in for two.
Did he call that?
I don't know.
I don't know. In a horse, you got to call that.
That's right.
Bank shot.
Scooty Walker over to T. Williams. T at the top of the key, roughly. Throws it to Tracy. Tracy with a jump shot from the free throw line won't go. Kaniba with the rebound.
It's been a while since I've seen Tracy Ganau shoot the ball.
Yeah.
Usually does a lot more rebounding than anything.
Okada brings it across the timeline.
Oop.
Last touch by the Indiana Lions as the ball goes out of bounds, so it'll stay with Shizuoka. Substitution, Vince Hill coming in. Quay Polk coming out. And, 8:01 left in the second quarter. We are at our media timeout. So, with the score Indiana Lions 44, Shizuoka Gymrats 25. Jim and I will be back in a moment. Welcome back to George Washington High School in Indianapolis, Indiana, as we come out of our first media timeout of the second period. Indiana Lions 44, Shizuoka Gymrats 25. Let's see who's on the floor for the Indiana Lions. Number 3, Jordan Heidelberg. Number 2, Eric Messer. Number 5, Phil Bessick. Number 10, T. Williams. And number 30, Gerald Cam Campbell.
Quick hands by Eric Messer.
Yep.
Knocks the ball out of bounds. Not going to give him any easy shots.
Ball will, the possession will stay with the Gymrats. For those watching our team, again, for the first time, Gerald Cam Campbell, number 30.
There's Eric with those quick hands.
Yeah, that's a shot clock violation called against the Gymrats.
Okay, well, there's another way to get the ball.
Yep. Cam is a multi-year ABA All-Star, so he's a very good player. A lot of fun to watch. He's not in full battle mode in this game, but he's when it counts, we count on Cam.
He's letting the other guys eat today.
That's right. His three-pointer won't go, so the Gymrats with the ball. They're passing it around. Okada with it. Looks for some help. Throws it to a teammate, and I can't see his number 8, Hazama. Kaniba puts up a shot. It won't go. Rebounded by Eric Messer. Eric Messer brings the ball up the floor, throws it all the way across the court to Cam, who dishes it over to Jordan. Jordan fires up a three and hits it.
There you go, Jordan. He'll get in rhythm.
Lions up 47-25. Go ahead, Jim.
If nothing else, it'll get these guys into some rhythm that they've been missing lately.
Yes.
Having an opponent that's not, 7 feet tall, trying to block every shot.
Right. Vince Hill's layup is up and good for the Shizuoka Gymrats. 47-27. Yeah. It will help with our shooting, especially since we're not getting, blasted on every play.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Eric Messer had a couple stitches in his lip after the last game.
Yeah.
Didn't have any broken ribs or anything, but guys were bruised and sore.
Yeah, he took an elbow to the face and punctured 2 holes in his face. Our director of basketball operations, Maisha Richmond, said you could actually see all the way through the holes in his face.
Yeah, I think that happened on 2 separate occasions, too. That wasn't just one elbow.
Oh,
that was a couple elbows.
Yeah. I know that Leon Tillman bounced his head off the floor because I saw it. Oh, goodness. That is a 3D play.
That will be a 3D play.
It's a 3D play because the pass originated in the backcourt and then went out of bounds. So add a point to any Gymrats basket, add a free throw attempt, any shooting foul.
Let's see what Shizuoka can do with it.
And no. T. Williams gets the rebound for the Indiana Lions. That kills the 3D light. We're back to normal rules.
All right, Phil Bessick with the 3.
In his pink sneakers can't get his 3 to go. Eric Messer tries to get to save it. Cam trimmed his fingernails this morning, so he can't quite get over there to get it before it goes out of bounds.
Couldn't quite catch up to it.
So the ball goes out of bounds over to the Gymrats. Gymrats bringing it up the floor. Ooh, boy, they just barely avoided that.
There's Eric Messer with those quick hands again.
Yeah. They just barely avoid the 7-second violation. Eric Messer likes to steal the basketball, and he just did.
Alley-oop to Jordan Heidelberg.
But he gets his pocket picked in return.
And
I think that was a comma. Yes, it was.
Yeah, and all Eric Messer got out of that was a big smile.
Yep. He was like, hey, they have an Eric Messer on their team, too.
Yeah. We got another travel. I believe, was that on poke, I think?
I did not catch the number.
Yeah, I was in between the steal and Eric Messer. There's T. Williams.
T. Williams' three-pointer doesn't go.
Long
Rebounded
rebound
by Kaneba. Kaneba's having himself quite a day. This is Okada firing up a long shot. They counted as 3. I thought he was behind the line. And the officials agreed. So here come the Lions bringing it up the floor with a 49-30 lead as we approach our second media timeout. Three-pointer up and good.
Yeah. If that should be a 3D lights.
Now, if T had let it go, assuming the Gymrats were the last to touch it, that would have been a 3D play. But he saved it. And 3:49 left in the second quarter, 52-30, and I think I just realized I made an error calling that, and Jim's going to correct me when we get back from this break. We'll be back in a moment. All right, we are back in George Washington High School. Jim yelled at me during the break and made me cry.
That's my fault.
It is a 3D play because T stole the ball. So either way, if he had let it go out of bounds, that would have been a 3D play because he saved it. It's still a 3D play because the pass originated in the backcourt. And so add a point to any Indiana Lyons basket. Just like that one,
That's
Jordan
a
Heidelberg throws up a 3, add a point for the 3D light. And the Lions are up 56-30. So, I've been around the ABA for years, and you see I still get confused by the 3D light sometimes.
Yeah, it's the 3D light that confuses you.
Yeah. Where am I?
Yeah. Who are you?
Ball goes out of bounds.
Where are we?
It'll stay with the Shizuoka Gymrats. Okada going to throw it in. He does so. Over to, that's Kaniba. Kaniba fires up a shot. A little bit off target on that one as it goes wide right. Here come the Lions the other way.
Sounds like a Bills kicker.
Yeah.
Sorry. Too soon?
Maybe. Everybody in Buffalo just got off the live stream.
Yeah.
Mike Carter battling for the rebound.
Yeah.
He saves it. Throws it over to Scooty. Over to Cam. Cam over to
He's
Jordan.
going to give it to Jordan, and Jordan is going to sink it.
Jordan is red
For
hot
three.
from three-point land. 59-30. The Lions have almost doubled up the Gymrats as we're under. There's Mike Carter with a steal.
I think, they're going full out.
His shot won't go. Battle for the rebound.
That was not very graceful.
Hazama tried to save it, and I believe they're going to say he touched it last.
That should be Shizuoka's ball.
I thought
they're going to give it to the
Hazama
Lions.
touched it last.
Okay, maybe they did. I thought Carter had his foot out of bounds and got over there. Okay. But anywho.
A couple substitutions for the Gymrats as Akama and Hazama come out. Mike Carter with the ball, guarded by Pope.
There you go. Get it out to Scoot.
Bigby steals the pass. He'll bring it up the floor. It's a 2-on-1 against Scooty. Scooty blocks it.
Scooty Walker, they're not going to let him come in. Yeah, he should have taken it up, dished that off real quick for a quick little layup to 92 Kaniba.
Yep. Here goes the aforementioned, in and out, does Kaniba's shot.
Phil Bessick.
Phil can't secure the rebound. That's Bigby who reels it in over to Vince Hill, back over to Cameron Bigby. Bigby's shot up, no good. Rebounded by Phil Bessick.
Got a little wild on that one.
Did. Gerald Campbell over to Phil Bessick in the pink sneakers, back over to Scooty Walker.
Scooty says, I'm not shy.
Yep, he takes a jump shot
Scooty.
From the free throw line. It just will not go in. Just had a little too much oomph on it. Long shot there by Kaniba is up, no good. Rebounded by Poke. He back over to Kaniba, over to Bigby. Bigby underneath the Poke. Out to Vince Hill. Vince has got Okada on his right, but he throws it over to Poke on his left. Poke puts up a two-point shot, won't go. Rebounded by Scooty Walker.
I say Vince Hill has still got his playing shape. He's still in good shape for playing.
Oh, yes, he is. Scooty Walker with the layup, 2 for the Lions. Jordan Heidelberg trying to cause some trouble for Vince Hill. Hill over to Okada. Okada's going to need some help. He throws it over to Kaniba. Kaniba fires up a 3, no good. Rebounded by Poke. That's going to be a foul, I believe, called against Gerald Campbell.
Yeah, that was on Carter.
No,
Carter got him from behind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Foul was on Mike Carter.
No, back to Vince Hill. Is he? He's a police officer, is he not?
I don't think he is. I don't recall off the top of my head what his career is. I'd have to go back and look. Poke's first shot is up and good. I do know he is not a police officer.
Okay.
I want to say he's in the medical field.
He may be an EMT or
Yeah.
Anyway, he's a first responder of some sort.
Yep. Poke's second shot is up and good.
There you go.
61-32, Lions in front of the Gymrats as we dip under a minute left in the first half. Jordan Heidelberg shot up, no good, rebounded by Poke. He throws it over to Vince Hill. Vince over to Kota Akama, who has re-entered the game. Akama over to Kaniba. Kaniba back over to Vince Hill. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. They pass it around some more. Akama over to Bigby. Less than 5 left on the shot clock.
Shoot it up.
And Akama puts up a shot. Nice floater there.
Nice little floater.
Kota Akama with 2 for the Gymrats. 15 seconds left and counting in the second quarter.
Yeah, Lions play for the last shot. Let's take it to halftime. And
there's Scooty Walker, left wide open underneath. He shoots, he scores.
Nice little backdoor cut.
Yep. Akama's going to have to hurry. 2 seconds left, 1 second. Fired up a shot. Does Vince Hill. Does not quite go in. And so we go to halftime. Indiana Lyons 63, the Shizuoka Gymrats 34. And Jim and I will be back after halftime. Enjoy the halftime entertainment.
張するな。
大丈夫だよ。お父さんもお母さんも楽しみにしてるって言ってたし。
そっか。
でもうちちょっと変わってるんだけど、びっくりしないでね。
何言ってんだよ。大丈夫だよ。
ありがとう。じゃあ行こうか。
あ、ここ。
そう、うち坂の途中に立っててすごく斜めなの。やっぱり変だよね。私のこと嫌いになった？
いや、全然気になんないよ。嫌いになってない。
よかった。じゃあ行こう。ただいまー。
お邪魔します。これ
ここ。
ここ部屋？
ここが部屋。
この中がどういう構造だ？
ここにね山が建ってたの昔。
そのまま行っちゃったの？
平らにするとすごいお金がかかるから、もうこのまま建てちゃえってお父さんが言ったの。
あ、なんで建てちゃったか。
可愛いでしょ。私結構お気に入りなの。
いいと思う。じゃあ、ここを開ければいいってこと？
どうぞ。
じゃあ失礼します。
最初ちょっとねコツがいるけど頑張って。
すごい重いねこれ。重力下に来てるから。
慣れるからすぐにね。なるほどね。いける？大丈夫？指挟まないようにね。
本当だね。
私何回もやってるから危ないからね。
よいしょ。
おお、君がひろし君か。稽古の父です。
やばいでしょこれ。
座って、どうぞ座って、中入って。
どうぞ。
入って入って。
座るっていうのは？
よく来たよく来た。
ここに行くってことでしょ？
そう。よく来たね。はい、座っていいよ。入って。
いいよひろし君。
ここでもいい。
あ、そこじゃダメだ。ここに座んなきゃ。
もう何言ってんのもう。
じゃあなんでお父さん座れてんの？
はい、来なさいここに。ね。何やってんだ？何やってんだ？
ひろし君？
何やってんだ？ひろし君はなんだ？足腰でも。
座布団に座りたくないの？
足腰が弱いのか？ひろし君は。
ひろし
じゃあそこ戻るね。
こっから入った方がいいよ多分。初めて来た友達もねたまにこういうことしてるから。
そうだな。ひろし君照れ屋なのかな？
そう、すごいねシャイなの。
座りますね。
そうひろし君せっかくお父さんが時間作ってくれたんだから。
すいません。すぐ座るんで。
すごい緊張しててから今。
緊張してる。緊張しなくていいのにな。座りなさいひろし君。
疲れますねこれ。よし。
すごいひろし君。
ひろし君。
お父さんはそんな寝ないでひろし君。
何をそんなに辛そうにしてるんだねひろし君。男なら座りなさいすっと。
こっちが。
ひろし君。
ちょっと。痛い。
いきなり何してんの？
先生お父さん。
稽古初めて来てこんな寝そべる人いないぞなかなか家で。
ひろし君態度悪いよ。
ひろし君。
ひろし君
汗をかいてる。
緊張してるから。
緊張で汗をかいてるのかね。
もう本当にずっと緊張してて。
あ、そうか。
座りました。
ああ、座った。なんだもっとそんな必死な顔。
ひろし君
一回恵子ちゃん見本というか一回席について。
私から座る？
稽古は慣れてるから。
いい？
じゃあちょっとごめんね。
稽古はもう家だから。
ね、毎日ここにいるんだから。
そうなんだね。すごいね。
ずっと座るからな稽古は。
そうよ。
恵子ちゃん？
こういう感じで行くんだ。こういう感じの。
恵子ちゃん？
肘が薄くて
珍しいな稽古。
ここの角が大事なの。ここの角がね。この角を使って
稽古。
手つなぎながら行く？
大丈夫かそれ。
二人なら困難を乗り越えられるんです。
お、見せてくれ。
じゃあ行ったらついてくから私あなたについてくずっと一緒。
一緒に
いくよ。せーの。
よし。おい、まだ昼だぞ。
走らない真似を。
なんでこんなとこで。
大胆だな。母さん、お茶。
はい。
はじめまして。
こんにちは。
すごい優しい
本当にね。
母さん、お茶
大丈夫ですか？
お茶あげてくれ。
大丈夫？
母さん
大丈夫ですか？お母さん、大丈夫？お茶運べてなかった。
おい、みんな何やってんの？私を一人にしないでくれみんな。母さん、もう一回お茶持ってきてくれ。
はいはいはいはい。
母さんもね、
本当にね
昔はスッと来れたんだけど、ひろし君にお茶あげて。
行くからそっちにね。
わあ
行くからね。
大丈夫。よし、行くぞ。そんな重かったっけ？熱いし早い。
Welcome back to George Washington High School in Indianapolis, Indiana. As we come out of halftime, Indiana Lions ahead 63-34 over the Shizuoka Gymrats from Japan in this special Tuesday night game. Coming out on the floor for the Lions is Donnell Jones, number 0. Number 11 is Daryl Scooty Walker. Number 14 is Tracy Ganow. Number 18 is Mike Carter. And number 5 is Phil Bessick. It's Mike Carter with the steal. And we'll get to the Gymrats here in just a second.
Mike says, I need another guard out here.
Yeah. Donnell passes over to Mike. Mike fires up a 3. It won't go. Rebounded. Oh, there. Finally rebounded by, I believe that's Okada over there. He throws over to a teammate. Kaniba fires up a shot, and it goes in.
Kuniba's got the hand for the Shizuoka Gymrats tonight.
He does. Scooty passes to Phil Bessick to get it across the timeline. Over to Donnell Jones. Back over to Scooty. Over to Mike Carter. Mike Carter is being guarded by Hazama. Shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Akama. Throws it over to Hazama, over to Kaniba. His shot won't go. Rebounded by Tracy Ganow.
Yeah, tonight would be a good night for the Lions to break out some of the plays that they've been working on, but haven't been able to try them in a game.
Shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Tracy.
Tracy
with
Tracy.
the putback. Nice play there as he was surrounded by Gymrats, but he is taller than all of them. The 5th Gymrat on the floor is number 44, Quay Polk. Gymrats passing it around. Donnell gets his hands on it, but the Gymrats secure it. That's Akama. Throws it over to Okada. Over to Polk. Polk fires up a shot, won't go. Beats the shot clock, but doesn't get it to go in.
A little off the mark.
Rebounded by Phil Bessick. Over to Scooty. Back over to Phil. Phil fires up a 3 and buries it.
Phil says, I ain't shy. I'll take it.
That's right.
Puts a big smile on Phil Bessick's face.
Yep. He's been warming up from the three-point line also.
He has. He's not really known to be a three-point shooter, but I think he wants to. Still kind of on the edge between whether he wants to be a guard or a forward.
Right. Three-pointer up, no good. Rebounded by Tracy Ganow. He throws it over to Mike Carter. Down the floor to Donnell Jones. Donnell has to slam on the brakes to keep it in bounds, which he does. Puts on a nifty move. His shot won't go, but Tracy's there with the putback.
Donnell had to do the Willie Mays over-the-shoulder catch down here in the corner.
70-36, Indiana Lions in the lead. 9:25 and counting left in the third quarter. Akama throws it across the court to Kaniba. Kaniba fires up a shot. It won't go. Rebounded by Mike Carter. Mike over to Scooty. Scooty Walker slams on the brakes, throws it out to Phil Bessick, underneath to Tracy Ganow. Tracy's jump shot won't go.
You know, let's see some of these guys that don't get much playing time, see them score a little bit today.
I think Kaniba with the ball. Throws it over to Hazama. Back to Kaniba. Back to Hazama.
Gerald Campbell's got his sweats on, so I think he may be done for the day.
Yeah.
Either that or he's just cold.
But could be. Could be. We've got a foul called against Mike Carter. He cannot believe that he was called for a foul. That is the worst call in the history of officiating. And, okay, he's ready to play.
He smiles, looks over at Vince Hill. And said, can you believe that?
That's right. Three-pointer by Okada is up, no good. Rebounded by the Gymrats, however. And this is Kaniba firing up a 3. It won't go. Rebounded again by the Gymrats.
Got a rebound, guys. Yeah.
With the rebound and the assist as Kaniba hits it from 3.
Scooty's going to pass it out to Phil.
Three-pointer up, no good. Donnell battling Kaniba for the rebound. Donnell gets it, throws it to Phil. Phil drives to the hoop, shoots and scores.
Nice drive by Phil.
So here come the Shizuoka Gymrats. Mike Carter gets his hand on it, goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Shizuoka. Okada's going to do the honors and inbound. He does, throws it into Akama. Back over to Kaniba. Kaniba's two-pointer won't go. Rebounded by Phil Bessick. Phil brings it up the floor over to Scooty. Scooty, two-point jumper there. No, won't go. Rebounded by Tracy Ganow. And Tracy adds 2 more points to his total.
This has just become shooting practice tonight.
It is. These Gymrats have got to be tired. I think they're playing like every other day.
I think they are. They just got into town,
Late.
an hour before
Yeah.
the game. So
Come
they
on.
have not been here long.
Yep. Here come the Lions after the Gymrats can't score on their possession. Whoops, Scooty wasn't quite ready for that pass, but he reels it in. Fadeaway jumper up and good for Daryl Scooty Walker. Come the Gymrats passing it around. This is Akama with the ball, throws it over to Kaniba. Scooty gets his hands on it, knocks it out of bounds.
Okama thought twice about taking it up underneath the basket because he just looked up and said, I'm in a forest.
That's right.
There's no way I'm going to get this.
Okada's shot up, no good, rebounded by Scooty Walker. Scooty, Donnell, Phil, shoots, no. Tracy with the rebound. Oh, there it goes.
You got to come out of that drive with something.
Yep. Tracy adds another 2.
Yeah, the Lions getting spurts where it just seems like there's a lid on the bucket, and they just, no matter how hard you try, and you're from two feet away, it's just not going to go.
And foul called on the floor
Number
against Hazama. Scooty will go to the line. We have a media timeout. 6:25 left in the third quarter. Indiana Lyons 78, Shizuoka Gymrats 39, and Jim and I will be back in a moment. Welcome back to George Washington High School as we prepare to come out of the media timeout. Looks like it'll be Indiana Lions ball. Mike Carter doing the honors for the boys in white. Throws it into Donnell Jones.
And the timeout just ended.
Yeah.
I think somebody forgot to reset the button.
That's right. It's a school night, a work night. We all want to go home. Later start than we're used to.
They left early.
And Mike Carter being the oldest one on the team, he's probably missing Matlock, and he's mad about that.
And
so
the home team has already doubled up the away team. So
yep. Kaniba fires up another 3, buries it again. Wow.
Yeah, Kuniba's got a hot hand. I think he likes this court.
Yeah, I think he does. I got to guess he's accounted for most of their points as Scooty Walker shoots and scores.
I believe he has. I don't have any stats on the game.
This is Polk with the ball. Back over to Vince Hill. Vince Hill over to Kaniba. Throws it over to Bigby.
Oh.
Tracy Ganow with the block. Bigby recovers the ball, however. His shot won't go. Rebounded by Donnell Jones, all 5'9" of him. He throws it over to Scooty Walker. Over to Mike Carter. Mike Carter wide open for 3, just a hair short. And Carter gets the zone rebound, throws it over to Tracy, and add an assist to Mike Carter, add 2 more points for Tracy Ganow.
And as we know, Mike Carter copied his shot off of Bill Cartwright, not Jamal Wilkes.
Yes.
He said, "I'm from Chicago," so that's a Bill Cartwright shot.
Donnell Jones with the layup after Mike Carter stole it on the other end. 84-42.
Lions are going into a zone. Looks like
Ah.
they got a 2-3 zone they're going to play.
This is Hazama with the ball. He throws it over to Polk. Polk back over to Kaniba. Kaniba back to Polk. Polk
Somebody
lost
will
the
grab it.
handle, but shot clock violation there.
Forgot about the shot clock.
Yep. Bigby saved the turnover, but we got the shot clock violation instead. This is Phil Bessick. He will drive to the basket.
Oh.
No. Gets his own rebound. No. And then finally on his third attempt, it goes in for 2.
Well, he's just padding the stats now.
That's right. He wanted a couple
2 rebounds
offensive
and
rebounds. Yeah.
yeah. Those offensive rebounds are hard to get.
That's right. Kaneba with the ball. He throws it over to Hazama. Hazama looking for some help as he's guarded by Scooty Walker. He throws it underneath to Bigby.
Oh.
Bigby goes through Tracy's legs, but Scooty steals it anyway.
And that should be a
No, it wasn't a 3D light.
Yeah.
Donnell shoots and scores. And here come the Gymrats.
Yeah, I was thinking about Bigby down here getting getting trapped
Yeah.
in the lane. All probably 5'8" of him.
This is Vince Hill. His shot won't go. Rebounded by Mike Carter. Carter throws it down to Scooty. Get it across the timeline. Back to Carter. Carter, oh, nice move, but his shot won't go. And look who's there for the putback. And the offensive rebound. Tracy Ganau. Is Tracy on the spot? Got a timeout called by the Shizuoka Gymrats. And with 3:24 left in the third quarter, we'll treat this as our second media timeout. Indiana Lyons 90, Shizuoka Gymrats 42, and Jim and I will be back shortly. Welcome back to George Washington High School, Indianapolis, Indiana. And, Gerald Campbell has returned to the floor.
Must have just been cold.
Yeah. Donnell's still out there. Tracy's still out there. Phil and Mike Carter are still out there.
Cam says, I want to go out there and do some jaw jacking.
That's right. I wonder if that works if the other team doesn't speak your language. You know, how does that work?
I'm not sure. Cam does a good job getting into the opponent's heads a lot, and it aids his game. Yeah. But I don't know if they can't speak your language whether they even care.
That's right.
Like, this silly man just keeps talking.
That's right. Did he say my uniform looks nice?
Yes.
Oh, that was very polite of him.
Yeah.
Donnell knocks the ball down over to Cam, back over to Donnell. Donnell's going to shoot. No. Carter with the putback. No.
Come on, guys.
Somebody else. Tracy. There we
go.
Yep. Tracy's Mr. Reliable in this one.
Yeah, they're going to have 180 rebounds at the end of this game.
Yeah. Yes, we do have a distinct height advantage, especially when it comes to Tracy, who I believe is 6'7".
I believe he is 6'7".
Give or take an inch.
And that was Vince Hill down at the Shizuoka end. Oh, Donnell Jones with a little backdoor cut on Vince Hill.
Yeah, reverse layup is up and good for 2, makes it 94-44. Lions are out to a 50-point lead.
Oops.
The ball gets away from the Gymrats, reeled in by Mike Carter, throws it down to Donnell. His shot won't go. Look who's there. Tracy. Oh, Tracy's putback won't go this time. He can't believe it. Kaneba over to Akama. And whoops, that's off of Cam's foot.
Yeah.
Cam thought we were playing soccer. He got confused. And
the Lions are doing real well with the second and third chance points. We'd rather them be better at the first chance points.
True.
But,
Gymrats turn the ball over again. This is Gerald Campbell against Vince Hill. He throws it. Cam throws it to Donnell. Donnell's shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Akama for the Gymrats. And this game is flying by. Kaneba with three-pointer up, no good. Rebounded by Mike Carter. Generally, ABA games take roughly 2 hours to play. But the distinct difference in this one is the lack of fouls.
Oh.
Donnell with a nifty move.
Nice little reverse layup from Donnell Jones.
Okada over to Vince Hill. Vince with the ball, dribbling, guarded by Cam. Throws it over to Kaneba, back to Okada, back to Kaneba. over to Vince. Vince fires up a three. No, a little off target. Akama gets the rebound in the middle of the trees. Another shot won't go. Rebounded by Vince Hill.
There you go.
There's a two-pointer by Kota Akama for the Shizuoka Gymrats.
Yeah, Vince Hill playing unselfishly and letting the Japanese players get some points in this game.
Yeah. It's Cam with the ball over to Tracy. Well, there's just
There
not
you
a
go,
thing
Tracy.
that the Gymrats can do about Tracy Ganau.
Use the backboard.
When he extends his arms upward, he's probably like 12'6", and
Oh.
there's Quay Pope
Quay
with the layup.
Yeah, caught Tracy Ganau sleeping
Yeah.
down in the low post.
Quay says, "I'm tall too." Gerald Campbell as
He's gonna stop, take a break, eat some dinner, and then take that three.
yeah, Okada had a big smile on his face, like I could go over there, but what good is it going to do?
Yeah, and Okada is just walking now. He said, this is futile.
It's the end of the third quarter. Indiana Lyons 101. The Shizuoka Gymrats 48. Jim and I will be back in a moment. Welcome back to George Washington High School, Indianapolis, Indiana, as we are preparing to begin the final 12 minutes of this contest. For those who are watching an ABA game for the first time, this is a much more lopsided outcome than you'll normally see in an ABA game. This is more of a diplomatic trip for the Shizuoka Gymrats. They are an ABA team, so this will count as a win for the Indiana Lions. But they're more about sharing the Japanese culture with teams across the United States, and obviously they are not as tall as we are accustomed to basketball players being in the United States. So, as we said before, I think they're playing like 3-4 games a week, so they've just got to be bushed.
They're going to be in good shape by the time they get done with this
That's right.
road trip. Yeah.
So, on Saturday, we are going down to Prospect, Kentucky to take on the Nashville Aces. Saturday at 5 o'clock, I believe, is that tip-off. Jim and I are going on that trip, and we will be broadcasting live on Lions Pride Plus. So make sure you get set up there, and you'll be able to see a more competitive, a more typically competitive game as we take on the Louisville Pros. Oh. Shot is up, no good, off the top of the backboard. That is a dead ball.
And if that was up to me, they would call that a Jim's rule, where they just let that thing bounce around a little bit. If it goes in, it goes in. Maybe even for 3 points, no matter where you're from. It was a layup. Bounced around a little bit, pinballed right in there.
Uh-huh. Eric Messer is back out on the floor for the Indiana Lions. Looks like Gerald Campbell has taken a seat. This is Akama. His shot gets blocked by Tracy. That's just not even fair.
Yeah, and these guys are not letting up at all. It's you got almost 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and he's still blocking shots when they're up by 59 points.
Well, in any athlete's defense, it's hard to play, at 50% mode or 30%. Hey, here's a nice long shot by Kaneba.
And I'm sure the Gymrats don't want to just give them to them.
Sure.
But after a while, you just get defeated.
Yeah. They also have an extremely small roster with only 2 guys on the bench tonight. So, there's not a lot of opportunities to rotate out, and so
This is true.
these guys, like you said, they're going to be in fantastic shape after their U.S. tour.
Yeah, more than anything, they're getting a taste of the United States, traveling around a little bit, playing some ball.
Yeah.
I'm sure they all love basketball.
Absolutely.
They probably don't love the way this game's going.
Probably not.
But basketball
There's a
in
shot clock
general.
violation.
Forgot about the 24-second shot clock again.
Yeah.
But now, very polite team.
Oh,
very,
yeah.
we're not getting into chippy battles down underneath.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not playing super close defense. It's not been the physical contest that certainly last Saturday was, and what I expect next Saturday to be. So this is a nice
change of pace.
Nice change of pace for our guys. Yeah. They can play basketball without getting beat to smithereens and have a good time, and everybody's enjoying it here.
Yeah, I still think the Lions would do well to try some of their set plays that they've got in the back of the playbook just to see if they might work.
Yeah. Well, Coach Tyrone Brown is taking the night off. He's nowhere close to the bench.
Yeah, I think. He's in the second row.
Yep, sitting with Mrs. Brown, the other co-owner. So
he said, "You guys figure it out tonight."
That's right.
I'm sure you can come up with something.
So he's enjoying the event also.
Heck, we ought to get him to come up here.
That's right.
And
Hazama with the two-pointer there for the Shizuoka Gymrats. Mike Carter brings the ball across the timeline. Back over to Eric Messer. Over to Phil Bessick. Three-pointer up, no good. Rebounded by... Well, they're going to award the ball to the Gymrats. Maybe a foul called against Phil. I don't know what the call was. At any rate, Gymrats have the ball. No foul was called. I don't know. Poke with the ball. He shoots. He scores. 2 points. Donnell Jones bringing the ball up the floor. Donnell shoots and scores.
Play-by-play with him for a little while.
Oh, we've got a special guest on the microphone. Head coach and Indiana Lyons co-owner Tyrone Brown. How are you, Coach?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
Good. What are you seeing in this game that you like, and what are you seeing that you don't like?
Well, one of the things that I like my reserves, and they're playing hard.
Yep.
They normally get a chance just to play against the starters, but tonight they're energetic. They're rotating on defense. I like their energy. They really came to play. Tracy's rebounding well. He has a double-double. Donnell Jones is playing exceptional. Mike Carter's rebounding. Very proud of this group.
Yeah. And so what are you unhappy with, other than the live stream? That just goes without saying.
Actually, nothing. I mean, it's always a teaching moment. I mean, you find things to critique to get your team back. Like right now, there's a 3D play with Mike Carter.
Play. Yep.
And he's going to the basket, and we teach them not settle for jump shots, at least get 2 free throws on the possession. Mm-hmm. And I like their body language. You see their body language. They're high-five on the bench. They're talking to one another. They're talking on defense. That's what's important in order to win. You have to have communications.
Yep.
And we're doing a much better job at these last few games.
Good deal. Mike Carter will actually get 3 free throws here because since he stole the ball in the Gymrats' backcourt and was then fouled, he gets an extra free throw attempt. His first one is up and no good.
And if he misses these next 2 free throws, he will shoot 50 free throws on Thursday.
Uh-oh. He should have gotten 3. Maybe we're just, saying let's end this thing. The score's already really lopsided.
Well, he's still going to shoot 50 this week anyway. He just doesn't know it yet.
Are they doing any set plays tonight, Coach, or are you just letting them go after it?
Well, a lot of the things that they're doing are actually set plays.
Okay. Good deal. Getting some practice there.
Yeah, and it's one of the things that you don't have to call it because we run them every Thursday in practice.
Mm-hmm.
And so I can see that they're making adjustments. I'm gonna go and talk to assistant coach Leon Tillman right now and get him to run a specific play and see if the guys remember it.
That sounds good. Well, Coach, thanks for joining us up here in the booth, and we look forward. Do you have any strategies up your sleeves for Saturday in Louisville?
We're going up to Louisville and get a win.
There we go. Hopefully that'll be number 15. Thank you, Coach. We'll let you get back to your wife and enjoy the game.
Thank you,
Donnell
guys.
fires up a three-pointer. It won't go.
Thank you, guys.
Can't get the rebound. Tracy Ganow there with the offensive rebound and the putback. That was nice of Tyrone to come up here and talk to us. We normally don't get to do that during a game.
No, it was a good thought by somebody
Yeah.
who needed a short break.
Yeah, Natalie did a good job thinking of that
Yeah,
idea.
good job, Natalie.
Donnell left all by himself for a three-pointer. Oh, goodness sakes! That defied the laws of physics.
Luckily, you hit the top of the backboard, or else that would have gone off the back of the iron.
Oh, my goodness. 3 points for Donnell Jones on that trick shot.
Yeah, that's sheepish three is what you'd call that, because he did not call that off the backboard.
Quay Polk gets 2 points for the Gymrats. 120-59 is the score. 4 minutes and 36 seconds and counting. Mike Carter, who is who isn't aware yet that he'll be shooting 50 free throws in practice, misses a three-pointer. So
Tyrone did say that he was going to, if he missed the next two, he was going to shoot 50 free throws. And
but
he
then
ended up making it.
Yeah,
Okay.
but he said he's still going to shoot them.
He'll shoot them anyway.
Yep.
You know, it should be standard that you shoot 100 free throws at the end of practice.
You should.
Yeah.
We're not going to have time to shoot 100 free throws during this media timeout, but with 4:21 left in the game, Jim and I are going to see how many we can shoot anyway. We'll be back in a moment. Welcome back to George Washington High School, Indianapolis, Indiana. 4:21 left in the contest. Lions inbound it. And during the break, Jim yelled at me again, made me cry again.
It was my fault.
Because he says that I said we were playing the Nashville Aces, and we are not. We are playing the Louisville Pros. So I apologize. Anybody from the Aces who I just gave them a heart attack because they didn't know we were coming to town. We are not. We're going to Louisville. You know, Louisville, Nashville, Kentucky, Tennessee.
Yeah,
it's
all
in the
I'm
same
not sure
hemisphere, I
You
think.
said Nashville, but you said we're going down to Louisville playing the Aces.
Okay.
Made an ace out of yourself.
Yes, I did.
No. And then again, I may be totally wrong, and everybody's like, what is he talking about now?
Right? Yeah, I hope so, because then I'm going to make fun of you tomorrow.
That's okay. What's new?
Stay tuned for live streams all season, and you can hear us make mistakes all over the place.
Oh, yeah. Never happens.
So we are playing the Louisville Pros on Saturday, not the Nashville Aces. So Louisville, we will be there. Nashville, don't worry, we're not coming. You carry on with your Saturday plans.
Yeah, you guys probably have better things to do anyway. What time does that game start?
5 o'clock.
That is a 5 o'clock game.
Yep. Eric Messer fires up a three. It won't go. Oh, look who gets the rebound. Tracy Ganow throws it over to Donnell. Donnell with a sweet little shot.
Nice
Dumps
little
it in there for two.
George Gervin finger roll.
Yep. Akama brings the ball up the floor, throws it over to Okada. Over to somebody, that was Hazama, over to Kaniba. Kaniba's shot won't go, rebounded by Mike Carter.
Yeah, it's just too bad that the Shizuoka Gymrats are pretty much one and done a lot, because these guys are much taller. They're going to get the rebound at least 2/3 of the time. So.
Yep. And Donnell fires up a three, won't go, rebounded by, I think that's Hazama. No, that's Akama. And Akama shoots and scores.
I'm glad you're reading those, because I don't even have my cheat sheet in front of me.
Maybe it was Hazama with the rebound. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at the film. But as I said, these numbers are a little tricky to see on the orange camouflage uniforms as Donnell passes over to Tracy.
I think Tracy has to have somebody hanging off of his arm.
Oh, there's a 3D play as Mike Carter steals it, but he can't convert. So the
and
3D light goes back off. Vince Hill over to Okada. Over to Kaneba, who is having a whale of a game. Back over to Vince Hill. Vince fires up a three, buries it.
We know who Vince Hill is.
Yes. It's just weird seeing him not wearing purple and blue.
Yes, this is true.
Phil Bessick with the ball. Over to Eric Messer. Eric drives over to Mike Carter. Carter buries a three.
There he goes.
Atta-way, Carter.
Scooty Walker looking for a high five, and
Carter
got
left him hanging.
Got left hanging.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow, Carter. You think about that while you're shooting your 50 free throws.
Yeah. Yeah. Think twice about leaving your teammate hanging.
Kaneba fires up another three, and he
nice
hits
shot by
another
Kaneba.
three. I am impressed with Kaneba. And ball goes out of
That's
bounds.
going to be a 3D
and that
light.
is a 3D light in favor of the Shizuoka Gymrats.
We'll give Shizuoka.
Oh, Donnell swipes the ball.
And there goes that.
That's probably going to count as a block shot because I think Okada was in the process of shooting. Eric Messer fires up a three. It won't go. It's rebounded by Akama. We're under a minute. Akama bringing the ball, throws it over to Kaneba. Kaneba fires up a three-pointer. This one won't go.
We're just going back and forth now.
Yep. Mike Carter with the rebound, fires up a three.
Mike
Buries
Carter.
another one.
There he goes.
Michael Carter has hit his three-point groove.
Yeah, Mike Carter says, I need some stats.
Vince Hill fires up a three. It won't go. Rebounded by Phil Bessick. Phil looks at the clock and says, let's just slow things down.
Just run it out, Phil.
I do need to get it across
Good
the
game,
timeline.
guys. Good game.
And that's going to do it. Your final score, Indiana Lyons 132, Shizuoka Gymrats 69. And this has been a lot of fun, Jim. I hope the folks on our live stream, wherever you are in the world, have enjoyed us. We're not professionals by any stretch, but we sure do our best. And we will see you next Saturday, 5 o'clock, in Louisville, Kentucky, against the Louisville Pros.
There you go. Against the Louisville Pros, who the Lions have already played once this year.
Yes, that was a close game, as I recall.
That was a close game, yeah. All of them are, we've only had a couple blowouts.
Yep.
But all of them been close, and that raises the Lions' record to 14-1.
14-1 now.
So they're continuing their winning streaks, into this 2024. Looking good.
Yep.
This was not a big test for them, but
no, but it got our guys some much-needed playing time that when they don't normally get that amount of playing time. And
keeps the cobwebs off.
That's right. Yep. All right, so make sure you head over to Lions Pride Plus, get signed up for a membership so you can watch our live streams from here on out for the rest of the season. And stay tuned to our social media, particularly our Facebook page, as we provide you with opportunities to get a free subscription to Lions Pride Plus. We'll call it a night and see you next week.